Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Earth Twister, and I'm excited to be bringing you a Psylocke deck in Aggression. Now, this is not your regular Psylocke deck. In fact, this is not your basic attack deck either. And this deck was actually, I found it on MarvelCDB by a creator on there named Eroush. And please let me know if I'm pronouncing your name correct. I would like to be better at that. So the basic thing that I got from his deck on MarvelCDB is that it is all about buffing Psylocke's attack stat and then not using her basic activation to attack. And the main focus that we're going to use then are these three cards here. We want Quick Strike, Smash the Problem, and the Best Defense. All three of these cards are going to be using her buffed attack stat to defend, to thwart, and then of course to attack without exhausting. Now, all of that is really great. So how are we going to buff her attack stat? The first thing is we're going to be looking at these Psy Knife upgrades that can also flip over to her Psy Katana. The Psy Katana give her basic attacks +1 and piercing, which will be really great if we're facing a tough status villain or minion or anything like that. We could use her basic activation, but of course we're going to try and stick with the plan of the deck, which is to not use her basic activation. So we're probably going to be wanting to use Psy Katanas for the most part, trying to keep it there as long as we can. Maybe occasionally using the Psy Knives if we really need to thwart. So that's the main part here that we're going to use for her attack stat. That's how we're going to buff it there. We also have Brute Force, and if we're never activating, then this is just going to be an additional attack point here. Anytime I play an attack event, we'll get an attack buff here with Fluid Motion. So we'll be getting +6 from this. And then, of course, we have Combat Training. That's going to make us have a total of perhaps 7, 8, 9. So we could be attacking for 10 at any given time. Attacking, thwarting, defending for 10 once we're all completely set up and we're not using her basic activation. Because once we use her basic activation, that is going to be getting rid of Brute Force. Now, I did forget to add in Now I'm Mad. But that may be a card that we look at playing a little bit later because it is going to require us to be low on health to get that +1 attack. Another thing that we're going to really be considering with her deck is we have this Training Regimen card. So we can definitely start getting these skill cards for us. We could get Combat Training, Fluid Motion, and Brute Force all tutored to our hand. And fortunately, that is a regular action and not an alter ego action. And then, of course, we can also work on getting these things up there as well. So we'll be able to do some seriously cool things with what's going on here. Then to kind of help support this build, we do have Angel, which is going to allow us to ready. So if we defended and we needed a thwart, we could play Angel from hand and then Smash the Problem. And then we do have other cards like Flurry of Blades, which is going to help us with damaging an enemy, perhaps confusing an enemy, and drawing cards. Mental Detection will help us with our thwart removal and drawing cards. Sorry, this is not drawing cards at all. This is confusing and dealing damage. This is thwarting and drawing cards. And then we do have other defense things that we can do rather than the best defense if we really need to. Now, to help us pay for everything, I just hit the cable. Now, to help us pay for everything, we do, of course, have our 3 doubles. We have the Power of Aggression, which is going to be a double for any time we play an aggression card. And then, of course, we will have Aggressive Energy, which is going to be anytime we play an attack event, we'll get to deal an additional damage there as well. So our overall attacking for 1 Quick Strike could potentially be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Going for 11 in 1 attack is pretty massive, and I think that that's going to be really, really cool, especially once we get our resource generator set up with these things out on the field, martial prowess, and everything else we've got going on. So I'm excited to try this out, and we'll see how it goes. First try I'm trying this deck out, we'll be taking it against Expert Ronan, so I'm looking forward to that. And let's head on down to the table. And while I'm cleaning this up and moving on down to the table, getting things set up, if you guys would do me the amazing favor of scrolling down, checking out the description for some other amazing Marvel Champions content creators, and maybe smashing that like button, subscribing, and leaving a comment. All of the above are so amazing and so supportive. Thanks, guys, and let's get down to the table. All right, guys, we are down at the table. This is attempt number 3. Things have not gone well. Either I have been unalived, been defeated, or I have been schemed out upon. Yeah. And it's just rough. Ronan the Accuser and Expert is rough. Let's go ahead and finish getting this set up. We got the crew commandership in play. We have the Milano in play. Now we need to get the universal weapon, which that's kind of a big deal, right? The universal weapon is one of the issues that we're having to deal with. He gets Stalwart and +1 to his stats. And you have to take damage in order to deal with it. And then, of course, I attach the Power Stone to the first player. So that's me. That's pretty much everything there. So let's flip this up. Starts with 2 threat. And he says, when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Cut the Power side scheme and reveal it. So we've got to find the Cut the Power side scheme. I feel like, so I really do believe in this deck. This is the 3rd time, and I've tried it with no changes to the deck. There may be a few things that I might change, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. And we'll just see how it ends up working out. I've been really unfortunate with some of the encounter cards that I've gotten, and things like that. So it all comes down to survivability. And is it worth taking off the universal weapon on the first phase or not? So Cut the Power is in play. He's got 3 threat on that. So I have to defeat this scheme before that can be removed at all. We're getting extra encounter cards. I have the Power Stone. Side Knife face up. Let's give a good shuffle to our player deck here. I don't know if that was good. Let's do it. Let's do it again. So the good news is that he only has Stalwart when he has the universal weapon. So once that gets removed, he is free game to confuse because he doesn't even have Steady on his villain card. And I don't think he gets Steady, he just gets Retaliate 1. All right. So I'm going to follow Stretch 22's rules here about the not being able to draw extra cards because you have these setup cards that would count against your initial hand size. They are just immediately put into play. Let's go ahead and draw then the remaining 4. We get Weapons Training, Flurry of Blades, Smash the Problem, and Aggressive Energy. I think Smash the Problem might be good here. I'm not looking to do damage, so Aggressive Energy and Flurry of Blades are kind of out. I think Weapons Training would be good too, because we can get Retaliate 1 right off the bat, which will knock off the Tough and will help us deal some steady damage. We get another Flurry of Blades and a Mental Detection. Now that might be helpful. That might be really helpful. All right. So from here, we're going to go ahead and flip up. I'm going to use the Psy Knife and flip it to Psy Katana. That's going to generate a resource for Mental Detection, and I'll use Flurry of Blades for the other one. It's paying for Mental Detection, so I remove 1 threat from a scheme. It brings that down to 2. For each Psy Knife I control, remove 2 additional threat from that scheme. For each Psy Katana I control, draw a card. Did not want to see that yet. That's okay. I think then I will go ahead and use the Psy Knife and the Milano to pay for weapons training. And that Psy Knife, as I use it, I'll go ahead and flip it to the Psy Katana. And then I'll use the Best Defense to pay for Smash the Problem. I'll Exhaust to remove threat from a scheme. And that's going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 threat. Not really a reason for that. All 4 anyways. Okay, well, ready? And draw up to 4. Fluid Motion. Psionic Redirect. Brute Force. Fluid Motion. Alright, I think our best friend here is going to be the Psionic Redirect. When I would take any amount of damage, I can prevent 2. For each Psy Katana I control, I prevent 2 additional, and for each Psy Knife, I confuse an enemy. Getting the Confuse off would be really great. So maybe I would prevent 4, use this, and flip it over to... Well, I can't get it confused because he has a universal weapon, so never mind that. Threat goes up by 2. He's going to attack for 3, 4, plus 2 boost cards. I'll go ahead and defend for 2 and retaliate 1. So he's attacking for 4. He's getting the Power Stone, so he's attacking now for 5. 8. Yeah, so we're going to use Psy Katanas to pay for the Psionic Redirect. So I'm defending for 2. 6 are coming at me. When I would take any amount of damage, prevent 2 of that damage. That brings that down to 4. Then for each Psy Katana I control, prevent 2 additional damage. There's 2 Psy Katanas, so that prevents 4 more. I take no damage from this attack. Alright. Then he will get retaliated against, which will knock off his tough. Threat goes up by... Sorry, I've already done the threat. We get 2 encounter cards. First one, Pincer Maneuver. Hinder, 2 per player. And so then that means it comes in with 5 threat. I can exhaust the Milano to remove 3. And then we get a Kree Private with Quick Strike. They'll attack me for 1. Okay. I will use a Fluid Motion to pay for a Brute Force. The Milano is going to exhaust to remove 3 threat from here. And then I'm going to discard this card and ready and draw up. Aggressive Energy, Martial Prowess, Angel, and the Power of Aggression. Okay, so that's going to go up by 4, so up to 6. Ronan is going to attack for 3, 4, 5. I will defend for 2. 5 plus a boost, defending for 2. He's going to gain piercing, that's fine. So 5, 6, 7. I take 5 damage, and then 1 here, so I take 6, go down to 3. And then we get 2 encounter cards. First one. I'm going to cancel those when revealed effects. Because of that. And then he's going to scheme. No way to prevent it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That definitely pops this. Brings in the second stage. Power Stone's attached. He gets a face down boost. And this comes in with 1 threat. All right. We'll use the Power of Aggression to pay for Martial Prowess. No. Getting that in would be great, but I don't have any attack events I'm looking to play. What would be good is if I used both of the Psykatanas and flipped both of them. The Psy Knife stage. Or we'll just do one of them. So it generates 2 resources, and then we'll use the Power of Aggression to pay for Angel. Angel will come in and ready me. I will fort for 2, defeating Pincer Maneuver. And then Angel will attack for 2 here. Take a consequential. And then I'm going to flip down. And it's a hero action. So I won't do that. Am I okay with him scheming for 4 plus 2 boost? I'm not really okay with him scheming or attack. I guess I'm going to survive more if I stay up, theoretically. So then we'll draw up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ready and draw. There we go. Threat goes up by 2. Up to 3. Now he's going to attack for 3, 4, 5 plus 2 boost. Now, if I defend myself, 1, 2, 3, I could defend for 3, take 2 plus 2 boost. I'm going to have Angel defend. So he's attacking for 3, 4, 5. No overkill. 7. That does defeat Angel. And then I'll let 1 come through on me. We get 2 encounter cards. Kree Physiology. It's going to surge, and he'll get a tough. He would have gotten a retaliate earlier, but he didn't attack me. He attacked Angel. And this guy should have had a retaliate on him. So actually 2. So he should be at 4 damage. So this surges into gang up. I will Milano and the best defense to prevent that because of the ability here. And then we get a Kree Commando. I also had ways to remove it with this, so or prevent it. We'll use Telepathic Suggestion to pay for Now I'm Mad. And I guess the Katana will pay for Psionic Training. We'll do the knife and flip it instead. Then I'll attack Ronan for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With piercing, he'll go down to 13. And then I'm going to flip down and hope for the best. I get the Power Stone. Ready and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Threat goes up by 2. Ronan schemes for 2, 3, 4. Oh, we lose. No. Because this will go up to 9. Then these guys will each scheme for 1. He would have attacked me for 5, 6, and yeah, I couldn't have defended. So I think I got one more try left in me, and then attempt 4 is what we'll upload. I will make edits to the deck after that. I might spend a week making edits to the deck and seeing if there's a way to make this deck work for Ronan the Accuser. Now, this is definitely not to say anything against Eroush's deck building ability. This is everything to say about how ridiculously difficult Ronan the Accuser is. This deck, I feel like, is a ton of fun. I like the idea of building up my attack and then using these cards that I would never have used otherwise with Psylocke in order to win. So I'm going to reset. I guess I'm leaving in attempt number 3. It's only 15 minutes. So I'm going to reset, and we'll start over with attempt number 4 and see how far we can get. All right, everything is pretty much reset. I'm just shuffling up the encounter deck. I really feel like a lot of it is just luck of the draw at times. When you're surging into stuff, you get 2 cards that might make him scheme. Whatever it is, a lot of it is the luck of the draw. So we've got that. We're going to reset his health to 18. And then mine to 10. I think part of the problem is I just don't have enough health. Shuffle up the deck. Right there. We've got the universal weapon. We have cut the power. We have the Kree command ship and the Milano. This comes in with 2. The side knives would be face up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he has a toughness. I don't think I want to start with any of these. One, 2, 3, 4. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so move here. I'm going to go ahead and flip up. I'm going to use both side knives and flip them. No. I will go ahead and thwart for 3. Defeats cut the power. I'll use both side knives and flip them. Let me see what I'm trying to do here. I want to get brute force in. So we'll use one side knife to play brute force. And then I guess the Milano will exhaust to remove the rest of the threat there. And we'll use the other side knife with the telepathic suggestion to quick strike. We'll flip this to the katana. It'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. That just hits off his top. That's okay. Because ready. We have the best defense, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go ahead and take the 2 and a face down encounter card to get rid of the universal weapon. So we have to shuffle that in. Then we'll draw up to 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, well, that's interesting. Threat will go up by 2. Ronan's going to attack for 3 plus 2 boost. I'm going to exhaust and play the best defense. So I'll be defending for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to attack for 3, 4. Sheesh. This activation is an attack. This card gets plus 3 boost icons. So 1, 4, 7, 8. So he's attacking for 8. And I'm defending for 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he does 3 damage to me, and he gets the Power Stone now. Then we get 2 encounter cards. First one, he schemes. I don't think I want him to scheme, so we're going to Milano and Katana to prevent this because of that. Then it comes into Single-Minded Fury. Ronan the Accuser attacks the player who controls the Power Stone. If no attacks are made this way, this card gains Surge into a Kree Commando. And then we get Shadow of the Past. Arguably, I should have just let him scheme. So now we get Chimera. And Interdimensional Plunder. The rest of this. Okay. So this is going to come in with 2, 3, 4, 5 threat. Okay, so my turn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. Har. Um. Hmm. So I have 4 attack, or I could Flurry of Blades with the Confuse. I think we'll do this. 3 resources with the Katana, which will flip over to the Psy Knife to play Flurry of Blades. So we're going to do 2 damage. My Psy Knife, I'm going to confuse Ronan. And then we'll do 2 more damage here. Then I will go ahead and flip down and hope for the best. Ready and drop to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it goes up by 2. Ronan would scheme, but he's confused. Chimera schemes for 1, 2, 3. That will allow him to go first, just because. So he's going to scheme for 5. She'll scheme for 3. That does pop it. He'll get a face down boost. And that is that. So threat can't be removed from there unless the Power Stone's not attached to him. Then we'll get 2 encounter cards. Rogue Vessel. Okay, so that's an environment. That surges into Cannonade with 4 threat. And then body swapped. Flip each of my Psynergy upgrades to the Psychotana and exhaust it. Alright, well, that stinks. We'll discard the Psionic Redirect to get rid of the body swap. I'll use Genius to pay for combat training. I'll heal for 3, which would just put me at 7 because I would only take a damage there. I'll flip up. Milano is going to remove 3 threat from here. And then Flurry of Blades is going to pay for Psionic Training. And we're going to hope for the best here. We have the best defense. Ready. And draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I go up 2, 3? Ronan is going to attack for 3, 4, plus 2 boost. I will, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to exhaust both Psychotanas for the Psionic Redirect. 4. I defend for nothing. I'll let it come through. So I'm going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll prevent 6, so I take 1 from Ronan. Chimera is going to attack for 1. Take the 1 from Chimera. I would have taken an extra 3 from Ronan. So then the Kree Commando is going to attack and I'll defend it. Okay, then we get 2 encounter cards. Fanaticism. And Pincer Maneuver. He comes in with 5. Okay. Well. I'm going to do these 2 for mental detection. I get to remove 1 threat from a scheme. And then draw 2 cards from my katanas. Angel will pay for a brute force. I would have taken a damage from the rogue vessel. Instead of getting the brute force down, I'm going to use these 2 and this to get rid of the rogue vessel. And yeah. I mean, that's it. Like, there's nothing else I can do. Oh, after I thwarted, so that was a thwart, that sonic mental detection. So that is going to be discarded to confuse Ronan. But this is going to go up by 5, and it's just going to pop with these guys scheming. I can't get any damage on them. And I won't survive an attack. So I know for sure that this is going to be it. So 1, yep, 2, 3, 4. All right. So it goes up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes up to 9. Ronan's going to attack for 3, 4, 5. I'll defend for 2. I'll spend the mental resource to not be confused. But I take 3 damage, which defeats me. Alright, well, that's rough. Ronan the Accuser is very difficult. I think there's more that I can do with this deck, but I'm not 100% sure, and it's going to be a while before I can actually sit down and look at it. I do really like this deck. It's a lot of fun. Eroush, great deck build. I think I've just gotten really unlucky or made some bad choices. I'm not sure. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As we all know, Ronan the Accuser is one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult villain in the game. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.